Gervonta Davis hater, and here's why. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, so Gervonta Davis recently responded to some things said by Errol Spence Jr. regarding his upcoming fight with Frank Martin. And he's being labeled as a Gervonta Davis hater. I just want to break down whether this is true, give my 5,000 nickels for anybody.
Gervonta Tank Davis, he feels slighted. And in the interview he did with Wallow and Gilly, he stated that with Frank Martin, that Errol Spence been hating on him for a while. And Errol Spence said that he feel like Frank Martin is going to dominate the fight from rounds 1 through 12.
So Errol Spence, Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, what's really going on?
Guess what? My son is coming for you.
So Gervonta Davis got a little upset with Errol Spence, and I like both of these guys. You know, I actually like all three of these fighters, which I really don't want to do no content on Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis fight. I just want to enjoy the fight because I don't want to have to choose between these two guys. I think Frank Martin is a likable guy, good fighter, but I'm all in on Gervonta Davis, and I really like Errol Spence, so I don't want to go against Spence and Frank, you know, to prop up Gervonta Davis, who doesn't really need me to prop him up. I just don't want to choose in this fight, so I'm not really doing a lot of content surrounding who I think is going to win, because I really don't care who wins. It's just going to be a good fight in my book.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
But Errol Spence, supporting his fighter, said that he feels like Tank is a slow starter, and Frank Martin's going to take advantage of the fact that Gervonta Davis normally takes 2, 3, sometimes 4 rounds to really get going.
No, Vlad. Come on, Vlad. No. Come on.
In his fights, his high-level fights here in the past. And I think that that's true. I think that Gervonta Davis is a thinking man's fighter. I don't think he's like just going in there strictly thinking about the knockout, even though a lot of people call him strictly a knockout puncher.
Give me someone that would try.
I think his strategy is to go in there and feel out his opponent. I think he goes in there, he try to gauge power, see how hard you actually throw your shots. You know, how frequently you throwing those shots, you know, what angles you're throwing them from. And I think he does something similar to Vasyl Lomachenko, except for Vasyl Lomachenko, especially in those younger days when he first burst on the scene, he used to make all those crazy moves around the ring, and he got that mantra of the Matrix, you know, because of the way he moves. And that people say that he downloads what his opponent's doing. You can say the same thing about Gervonta Davis. The reason why he starts so slow is because he's downloading.
What kind of bullshit is this?
What his opponent is doing. And once he has all that information that he's downloaded, he's going to start to exploit it and use it against his opponent.
I better use my strong hand.
Oh, shit.
So I agree with Errol Spence there that he's a very slow starter, but I think he's a slow starter for a reason.
You know where that come from? Watching that damn TV.
I don't think that Gervonta Davis is going to lose this fight. I think it's going to be a good fight for a few rounds, but I just don't think that Frank Martin has the power to take Gervonta Davis down. I've seen Gervonta Davis get hit with some big shots and kind of walk through them. So, once again, I don't want to really pick this fight. I just think that Davis is going to come out on top. Do I feel like Errol Spence is a hater because he's picking his own fighter? Absolutely not. I think that's what a promoter is supposed to do. They're there to hype up their fighter and sell their fighter on, you know, their abilities. So, I think Errol Spence is doing exactly what he's supposed to do from his end.
He got the big dog now. Let's go.
These two guys were friends at one point. So I think a lot of this is going to be promotional.
No, I got the cushion. That's the rule.
And I think a lot of this is really just hype to build up the fight. I don't think these two guys really are haters of each other in any way. They watch each other become global superstars.
Swine, my brother?
And some of the biggest names in boxing. So why hate when you're that big?
Does it make sense to get a million views and only make $7,000?
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
That don't make no sense. The way that I'm seeing things, if any dollar anyone makes at YouTube,
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
if you were really getting paid what you're supposed to, you would be making 100 times more, 100x, not 10x, 100x.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So that's why I launched American New. And that's a real network, broadcast live. It looks like y'all doing a lot of stuff here, but you can get on it right now.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
So no one teaches us about the ads. They're just teaching us about how it feels to understand when people are viewing you and it feels good.
Let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. That like button, follow me, share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are, man, here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
Nah, I ain't one to trick, I'm just investing. It's your boy Louis Keys from the West End. Any questions? Whether straight or you lesbian, play this here while I'm dressing. Now put your clothes back on. Hop in the ride, let me take you back home. She say she felt it in her backbone. Pull the ride over, let her hop back on. She fell off, then she got back on. Niggas like me be getting they Mac on. Slacks on, cap on. Yeah, that's your girl, but she ain't coming back on. But half of my niggas trying to get the money stacking up. DJ spinning, trying to get the honeys back and knock it up. You see your girl right there, I'm trying to pipe her. She like, it is what it is. She like, it is what it is. She like, it is what it is. It is what it is. She like, it is what it is. She like, it is, check it is. I got a brick house, but it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. Got a thick wall, but she shit tall. Checking on my missed calls, got me pissed off. I tolerate it, cause without her be like withdrawal. She got me fiending, dreaming of beating it up. I'm leaving my peoples and creeping with her. When I had a little chick, I was cheating with her. She wanna G to hit raw, get the skeeting in her. Whoa, hit raw, I snap like bitch, no offense, but I ain't known you for that long. See, nowadays these gold diggers invest. If they can't get the hot nigga, get the nigga who next. And it is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. Now over half of my niggas trying to get the money stacking up. DJ spinning, trying to get the honeys back and knock it up. You see your girl right there, I'm trying to pipe her. She like, I told y'all, my G is precise. You need a nigga like Young Keys in your life. That nigga Young Keys might be in your wife. While you going to work, have a gone berserk. Till the day they put my face on the shirt, I'm a beat playing for my freak ladies, doing them things behind closed doors. Better keep her close for my mark on yours. It is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like, it is what it is. Now over half of my niggas trying to get the money stacking up. DJ spinning, trying to get the honeys back and knock it up. You see your girl right there, I'm trying to pipe her. She like, it is what it is.